What's up, everybody? Hey, this is episode... can I take... Nope. This is episode 23, and capture moments as they happen. Stop showing me stuff. Episode 23, video 101. I decided just to do a live instead of doing the video. So here I am, and I need to move this light so I can see comments. And you can see how much that changes my whole thing. So let me turn that off, and I'm going to go over to my seat, and we'll probably change camera views too. So, hey, to camera one, camera two, camera. No. Oh wait, number lock. Camera one. No. Camera two. Camera four. Man, something's not right on my camera setup. It's on. Hold on a minute. Now I'm going to come back here and do it again. Settings. Hotkeys. Number one should be... Did I mess that up again? Apply. Okay. Camera one. Ha. Camera two. Camera three. Camera two. Camera one. Camera five. There we go. Okay. I have my controller here. So I apologize for that. Let's see. Okay, so now I'm on that camera. I have to look way over there at comments and stuff, so forgive me if I look away. I'm trying to figure out where my board is for what I normally do. Last week, I did make it dusty in here. Last week I worked on a few items and then had a show. I haven't had a show in a couple weeks, but we're back into the every other time frame. So we did that, worked on some random stuff. Today I've done more work than... Oh, you know what? I did a live. I did a live on Facebook, and I worked on tooling this and that. That was it. That was all. So next week, I've already dug deep. I'm going to be finishing these right here on live, but I have some more can sleeves. I actually did a small knife sheath here, and I have a couple more knife sheaths that I finished last week. And last week's video was episode 100 and 100, and this is video 101. Really not much happened in the shop. My motivation has been slim to none, as you probably have seen in the videos, but make a new start. We're going to do some, we're going to finish these up here, and see, I got a nice camera view for you, so you'll be able to see what I'm working on. I do need to turn that up just a hair. There we go. So you get to see what I'm working on, the fact that my desk is still a mess, almost like I didn't know I was going live and should have cleaned up. There, that's how we clean up, right? Oh, I better be careful. That's a knife. So, yeah. So that's what we'll do. We'll work on some stuff. I'm going to try to do a Tooling Tuesday series. I have a round bag. I think I'm going to do a round bag. I think it's about yay big, 8 inches around. We're going to do a round bag and tool that. And then that'll be probably a 2, 3, maybe a month-long series on tooling and making this round bag. If I do it live, it takes much longer time than if I'm going to do it not live. But I figured I'd go live today, give it probably about a half hour of time, maybe a little bit more depending on what I'm working on, and go from there. This is, and I'm going to repeat myself again, this is the 100th video, and I'm going to try not to repeat myself because I've gotten called out a couple times on a couple things, and I'm going to try to improve. I can only improve if you guys tell me, and I know that the people that have told me have come across lovingly and kindly to tell me. So we're going to try to make it a little bit better than to repeat myself 700 times, because it's really easy to do that. I do have to answer some of my messages. I am working on another project right before we started, and I have to continue working on that project at the same time. These guys here all need to be, I have to slick all the edges, and then we'll edge paint them black, as you can see here. This one's edge painted black, so we'll edge paint these black as we're working. So that's the plan on what we're doing, and we'll go from there. So and I'll really try not to say because that can get really annoying. And the reason I went live is because, well, we're already 8 minutes into it, and I've been done with my weekly update. So the weekly update would have just been a blip in the matrix. So I wanted to make sure I had something a little bit better than just giving you guys a blip in the matrix for that. Let's see. Where is my wool dauber? There it is. And I'm going to put this away from my mouth because I don't want you guys to have to listen to me breathing, because that was also a comment. Really wasn't even going to do a whole video. I was just not even going to do one, and then I decided, heck, I'll just do a live. I was going to do a live earlier today, just of me in the shop, just working, but decided against it. Maybe Friday. Friday I'll be in the shop for part of the time. So nice and slick. I did that one in black, the rest I didn't. The rest of them I did in brown edge coating. So we'll have to do this one black, and then the rest will go brown. And because there's 4 of them, we'll make sure we use a big dauber instead of a little one. Let me grab something out of this box here. Denim's actually the correct material to use when you're doing this type of slicking. So, might as well grab some and try to get it to work right. But I gotta remember to stay up in the camera view. Or you guys can just stare at my face the whole time, and that's not as much fun. I'll admit that one. And now we'll set these aside to dry and go on to the next one. I used to have a bucket, a can that I used to leave this stuff in, but I think I left it for too long, so it started to do its own thing. Sorry, again. Let me see if I can make this camera look a little bit better. Hi, you're live on YouTube.
Okay, but like, remember my problem is?
What's going on?
Why is my air conditioning running in my room?
All right, let me look and see. All right, let me look and see. Bye. Yep.
I couldn't find that on Apple Music.
Yeah, I'm not looking for anything on Apple Music, dumb thing. All right, real quick, somebody touched the AC, and for some reason, there. Somebody touched a button and turned the fan on. It's the only thing I can see. Let me message her and find out. Never a dull moment. I need music in the background. But I can't have music. Is it better?
Yes.
Well, I messaged you and you didn't reply. Okay. That's why I called. Okay, bye.
Hello. Hello.
Okay. This way you guys can still see me. Huh. A little Coast Guard action on that one. Most of them just have a flag and my logo. Oh, did I? I didn't squish that one down yet. Huh. Guess I should have called this weekly update and shop work because nobody wants to watch my weekly updates. Okay, so those ends are done. And yeah, we will. I gotta wait for them to dry a little bit more, and then we'll put some edge coat on them. The edge coat will make a nice smooth surface. We're gonna do a brown, so it'll be a nice brown on it, and not a black like this one. We are gonna do a giveaway on our Facebook page, so we're gonna give away a wallet. So you'll just have to go to that page and post in, and we're giving away this wallet right here. Maybe a few other things, but we're going to do that as a giveaway. So go check that out. And as soon as I'm done doing this edge coat, then I will we'll go to the next thing, which will probably be just be done with this video. And on with life. Friday, maybe we'll do a shop time video, either on here or on YouTube, on Facebook. We'll see which one I decide to do it on. And because we're doing more than one, we're going to use a dauber. If I'm only using one, I don't normally use a dauber. But we'll dip it in there. Clean it up a little bit. Let's go to camera 2. No, let's go back to camera 1, because you guys can sort of see. It sounded like a truck outside. That's one. There's 2. Hey, what's up, man? I didn't even notice you were on. If I had my cast iron pan, I'd drive by on the way home, but I don't have it with me. So we'll have to wait for another day or you'll have to come to the shop. That just depends on how often you're in Elizabeth City. In case everybody out there in the world didn't know, my shop is located in Elizabeth City, North Carolina. I'm sure there's some hackers out there that can just figure it out without me telling them. Okay. So there's all the browns. Pick my nose. Whenever I have extra on the brush, I like to make sure that I've hit everything, including looking over some old stuff. And oh, I'm gonna get up and read those comments. Can't see those. I'll send you a text. I'll be there, yes and no, for that comment. I'll be at work. Yes and no. Depends on what time. I just did the edges on that guy right there, which you can't really see because, well, my shiny head. Wednesday I'll be here too. I'll be here all day Wednesday. Well, I'll be here from 3:30 till probably 8. All right, I'm gonna toss this one because I got nothing else I'm gonna use on this. I always like to look around and see what else I've done, make sure I've used it all up. Wool daubers are cheap, to a point cheap. I do have to order another. I order them by the 100. I am going to pull another one out for this because I got 2 other projects that I did black today that I will use one on. Let's see, what's he say? It caught the light. So let's go to camera 1 again. Yep. I guess I have to sit down for camera 1. If I was tooling, which tomorrow is Tooling Tuesday, so hopefully we'll start a series with that tomorrow. I have some other projects that I need to get done that I always push off if I'm doing tooling because I love dueling tooling. I love doing tooling, but I need to make sure that my other jobs are getting done at the same time. So we'll see if I can get the other jobs done before the tooling starts. So probably go start tooling maybe 6:30 again, 6:30, 7 o'clock. We'll do some tooling. So we'll see. Like I said earlier, so you don't have to go back and look earlier, I'm going to make an 8-inch round bag is the plan for my Tooling Tuesday series. We'll see how we can do on that. Usually it's a Monday night. Monday I make the video, Monday night I edit it. But it was going to be a really short video this week, so I decided to just... this is what I tooled last week. And then that also. That actually came out really cool, the way that I did the... the way I did the... whatever you call that. This was one of the projects I worked on earlier. Little knife sheath. And then one more, just gotta clean up the edge on. This is for a little pocket knife. This one actually is for not that little of a pocket knife. This one could be a fixed blade even. So do one smooth pull over it. There, that looks better. And that's it for the black. Sometimes, like I said, sometimes I get really bored. And I want to make sure that I get stuff, like, so I don't waste it. So I'll do some of my old projects. So this one's my pen holder. I'll just hit some edges on this to make sure, just to refresh it. Because I can. But I don't want to mess it up, so we'll make sure we clean up. Not do it all hastily. So if you ever wonder why it looks, your stuff always looks good. Because I make sure it looks good. That's it. So I'm going to jump up, read the comments again, because they're up there. And then I'm going to be done with it. I think I've hit about 30 minutes. We're going to look and see how much time I have on here. And, yeah. Let me jump up and look. And as you can see down in this corner right here, 346. Let's see. Better than Q-tips. Yes. Yes, they are. But they're more expensive than Q-tips. And if you're only doing a small job, having these is kind of a pain to just use for one and then throw them away. This one I've been using for a couple different jobs. So, yeah. The spill base, very important. If you've done any stain work, you know that these bottles here, hold on, let me make sure are not very stable like this. Don't mind the date. First in, first out is my theory on it. Real easy to tip these over. So I had a friend make me the spill base, and of course I put my logo on it, but it really does help with trying to keep it. And this is the one that goes with me. This is where all the excess just sits up here. This is the one that goes with me to all my shows, so I always have that. That comes up on the counter at any market or any show that I do. I always have that one. Let's see, nice skull. That's Yes. I was like, skull. Yes. This item here. And this is a can sleeve. And there's the skull that we were talking about. And the basket weave. The basket weave, I don't know if this gives a better view of it. You can see it's actually all the same color stain. It's just the way that it's being represented on the screen, the way I did it. That is actually cool that way too. So it's just the way that it came out with all the extra little lines and stuff. And I wasn't going to do it, and then I says, well, let me do it. And then I did it, and that's how it came out. So logo. Some of the generic ones I've just been putting my logo on. There's one here that I put that guy on instead. And a U.S. flag. So I have the flag and that on the projects. So anyway, thanks for chatting. This is the entire shop. I don't know if you go back to video 100, which was last week's video. I did quick down and dirty basic tour. If you watch, everything I have is actually on wheels, almost everything. So I can move stuff out of the way and get to more of my bins. This is the only thing that's not on wheels, besides the table, the cabinet back there, and that table. All other surfaces. So I have that table, this table, and this rack, and this. So there's 4 items that are not on wheels. Everything else is on wheels or is movable, like the folding table. The toolbox is on wheels. Move that out of the way. This sander over here is on wheels, so that can get moved. This table here is wheeled, so I can move that out of the way if I need to. Makes it really convenient. And right here where my keyboard is sitting is another rack, and that's actually where my my lathe is sitting. So maybe we'll try to get that lathe going this weekend. But that's where the lathe is sitting. And this is what I'm making. So that's what all of those sitting there are. They'll come with a free can of Pepsi if you're local. Pepsi is a North Carolina product, so I'm going to make Pepsi as the item. I like Coke. So, yeah. That view shows the definition of texture better. It sure does. So, but that's all I got for you guys. We will, I'm going to head home and call it a day. So, till next time, keep turning. If I'm a mouse, so I can shut this off. See ya.
Oh yeah, you don't know, watch it. Bring that shot, kick down and shoot up on the backside. Holy cow. Let's go. Friends, give it up for your bullfighters tonight.
Oh, that get you. You know what? That bull.
It's too quiet in here. You want to see more? Cheer them on.
Right after that bull.
All right, they want to go one more round.
Oh, here it comes. Here it comes. Look out. I can't hear that. There goes the bull. All right, see you guys.